everybody, and welcome into College of the Canyons as we get ready for women's volleyball here on the Cougar Sports Network. A top 25 battle, the 20th ranked COC Cougars and the 24th ranked Bakersfield College Renegades. Hi, everybody. I'm Matt Robinson. Welcome in. Glad to have you along, as always, here on the Cougar Sports Network. Well, an interesting matchup here today. Two teams, as we said, in the top 25, just hanging on in the top 25 in Bakersfield and College of the Canyons. The Renegades right now ranked 24th in the state of California. The Cougars ranked 20th, and both teams coming in off a different start to their conference schedule. The Renegades lost for the first time in, 47 games, really, in the last 5 years. They are the five-time defending Western States Conference South champions, as they have really dominated the conference over the last 5 years. 47-1 over the conference championship streak. A 37 conference match winning streak snapped on Wednesday against Santa Monica. So we should say a 37-match winning streak. And their last loss in conference was actually to College of the Canyons way back in 2017, first loss, like we said, since 2017 to the Cougars. COC winning their first game of the season against Citrus, a 3-0 sets victory over the Citrus Owls in that one for College of the Canyons. 1-0 in the conference season so far this year. And really just have had kind of a lack of home cooking. Have only played a couple of matches at the Cougar Cage so far this year. And this will be their longest homestand of the season, just 2 games. This game against Bakersfield and the next week against Santa Monica. But the Cougars trying to turn things around a little bit. 7-7 on the regular season, just at 500 on the year. And like we said, a difficult opening run. 11 of the first 12 opponents on the schedule this year qualified for the postseason. They were 4-4 against playoff opponents last time we spoke to you, and kind of have turned things around. Had a win against L.A. Pierce, won against Citrus, both straight sets victories. So a nice little turnaround for COC over those couple of games. Trying to continue that streak and make it a 3-game winning streak. It would be the first time they've had 3 wins in a row since a 4-game winning streak back in the early part of the season. And like we said, it would be their first win against Bakersfield today since October 20th of 2017. For Bakersfield on the other side, Connor Ferreira in his 17th season, the head coach, as we said, 4-6. More losses this season than in the last 2 seasons combined. They were 43-5 from 2019 to 2021. Of course, remember, 2020 season kind of counted, kind of didn't. They played a short season. They won 8 games that year, didn't lose any. So if you add those two, at 51-5 coming into the year, and have just had a little bit of a struggle this year, kind of middle of the pack or lower third of the pack in terms of the state rankings, in terms of certain numbers like kills, assists, aces, and blocks as well. So just kind of struggling a little bit, trying to find a little winning streak. They haven't really had any this year. Not on a winning streak or a losing streak over 2 games so far this year. Trying to turn things around, get that changed up, and find a victory here today against College of the Canyons. We'll step aside for a moment when we come back. The opening tip here from COC, College of the Canyons, and Bakersfield College on a Friday night in Santa Clarita. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments, time with friends, lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
Welcome back into College of the Canyons as we get ready to go COC and Bakersfield College here on a Friday night. Bakersfield going to start on the right side of the floor. The Cougars going to start on the left side of the floor and will serve things away as Jordan Nunez will start things off for COC. Nunez will play it in, and we are underway. First set here from College of the Canyons. Bakersfield will get the first swing, and it goes to Alexandra Johnson, 94 kills on the year. And she scores it for Bakersfield on a swing cross court into the back corner. So a good setup for the Renegades to start here as it goes high off of the Cougar defense. And Bakersfield with a 1-0 lead. As we go back to work, the Cougars will go Kaylin White. First swing goes right into the chest of one of the Renegades in the back of the floor, and White has her first kill. You can see Kaylin White back 90 kills on the year coming into the match, and she certainly left no doubt on that one. As you can see, a high hit, and Bakersfield couldn't do much with it. As we go back to work, Brianna Botello back to serve. A service ace for the Cougars, and they have their first lead of the match at 2-1. Botello again will play it in as Bakersfield will go to work from the back row. Slavin in as the libero for COC to start today. Had to play it over. Bakersfield will get a kill that time as they went through the middle that time to Jules, and she drives it down. So we're even up at 2-all. Good swing that time for Jules, and Bakersfield has evened the match here early on. Botello will first handle on the serve. Oddish will try and start things for the Cougars. COC with a dig, but they can't keep it up off the floor. And Bakersfield will score the point and take a 3-2 lead. So 3-2 Bakersfield here early on. White will just have to play it over on a free ball, so the Renegades will go back to work. They come to the near side. Marion will get the kill that time as the Cougars couldn't handle it. So Cami Marion now involved, and Bakersfield getting all their big guns involved here early on, as Marion, Johnson, and Jules are the leading kill getters for Bakersfield. Marion with 102, Johnson with 94, and Jules with 80 coming into the match. As Nunez will just play it over. It's 4-2 Renegades. Cougars get a dig and will play it over. Good job on the defense that time by COC. Marion now will go with the soft touch. Cougars overpass, and it'll be slammed back down by Jules that time, and she'll score the point for Bakersfield. It's an unintentional overpass by Vargas that time. Cougars will get a substitution in. Celia Rivera will come to take over as Camilla Benjamin got the start. Service error from the back line by Alexandra Johnson, and the Cougars get on the board and get the side out. It's 5-3 here early on in favor of Bakersfield. Renegades in their red uniforms, Cougars in their blue uniforms. Both teams' liberos wearing white here today. As Sviven back to serve for COC will play it in. Johnson, who plays in all scenarios, has the first handle, but Bakersfield a swing error as Marion into the antenna that time. Cami Marion, Alexandra Johnson, and Tia Jules pretty much playing all scenarios for the Renegades. So we should see them on the floor for most of the match, as they'll go Marion this time from the strong side. Didn't get a good leap into it, so the Cougars will be able to dig it out. White just had to play it over. Bakersfield will do the same, and the Cougars will get a chance to attack here. They go inside, quick to Allie Gradell, and she drives it down. Allie Gradell, who's been a big part of the Cougar offense here early on in the season, gets the kill that time. Gradell, who early on in the year is really picked up the slack. Kaylin White missed a little bit of time, and Gradell kind of came in and took over. Gradell leading the team in kills so far this year with 112 coming into the match. Nearly had a block there, but Bakersfield able to get it over on the back row attack and get the point and take a 6-5 lead after the Cougars had tied it up off the Gradell kill before that. So 6-5 in favor of Bakersfield. Tia Jules back to serve. Cougars go to Gradell. She's stuffed. Cougars able to keep it up. They'll go to Vargas. Stuffed. Sviven keeps it up, and Vargas will just play it over. Good support that time from COC, and they get a stuff block from Kaylin White. As White a solo stuff that time. On the outside, the strong side swing from Marion, and White was there to answer. And we're even at 6-all. Grace Rodriguez into serve for COC. Bakersfield will set Marion. Rodriguez a diving dig, but she couldn't keep it up into a spot that the Cougars could get to it. And Marion will get credit for another kill. It was a deep set that time to Marion. She was able to play it off. Bakersfield back to work as Lynette Panther, the setter for Bakersfield, will serve it in. Vargas high off the block, kept up by the libero Jones. 4 touches going to be called on Bakersfield that time as Knapp trying to punch it over, got it into the net and never got it across the tape. The Cougars will go back to serve. Rhiannon Bodie into serve for COC here. Bodie, who's been one of the many defensive specialist libero combinations for the Cougars this year, plays it in. COC gets a block, and then Allie Gradell on the inside. Good set from Grace Rodriguez that time. Again, they go inside and quick to Gradell, and she makes it count. The Cougars have an 8-7 lead here in the first set. Delay as a ball came bounding towards the floor, so the chair official will say, let's reset, and we'll go back to work here. Bodie just 4 aces on the year, gets it over. Bakersfield has some trouble on the first pass, and the Cougars will get a chance to go to work. Botello high off the block. Nunez keeps it back in play. Rodriguez will set Nunez into the block. Rodriguez keeps it up. Gradell plays it over. And Bakersfield will try and go back to work on an offensive attack. They won't get a clean one. So the Cougars will go inside quick to Gradell, kept off the floor after it was blocked, but then Botello, just trying to salvage something falling backwards, plays it into the net. You can see here Botello was trying everything she could just to get it over. Could not. So Marion will serve. She plays it in. Cougars will go Nunez, who goes down the line on the near side. Dug out initially by Jones and kept up by Bakersfield, but the Cougars will get another attack. Far side to Botello, had to go with the off speed. Renegades tried to go on 2, couldn't get it down. Nunez over. Bakersfield into the tape. Gradell over on 2. Joust at the net, won by Bakersfield. At the net by Knapp. And the Renegades have the lead at 9-8. Play didn't take, so we'll try it again. We'll stay on the Cami Marion serve. Marion just 9 aces on the year. Cougars try and go Gradell, and it was an awkward swing, but she gets it to fall. A little bit of an awkward spot for COC that time, as it wasn't a great one-handed set by Rodriguez. But it scores the point for College of the Canyons, and now Allie Gradell back to serve. Gradell slowly becoming an every spot player for COC. Started as really just a middle block rotation. And there's the serve that time. As Botello with the kill for COC off the far side on the strong side. And the Cougars back out in front at 10-9. Gradell back serving once again. Will float it in. Good serve. Nobody there for Bakersfield to help out. And Gradell has a service ace. Jones trying to keep it up, and Kaya Jones is a pretty good libero. 90 digs on the year and put the pass where it should have been handled, and nobody for Bakersfield communicating to come and get it. Renegades will go strong side, or weak side that time with Dees, blocked. Then high off the block off the strong side. And Nunez off a bump set will get it over. Deep bump set in that time for Bakersfield. Cougars try to go to work offensively. Botello off the block and out. As actually it was a point for COC. I was waiting to see what the the top official was saying. I thought it went into the antenna. And that's what Carl Ferreira is asking as well. As the up official pointed both ways and didn't get a response. Now the down official going to come walk, and they're going to bring all the officials together to talk about it. They said it was off the block. I thought I saw the far side flagman saying it was off the antenna. So they're going to discuss it here. And they are going to give the point to Bakersfield. So it's 12-9. Point goes to Bakersfield. That's what I thought it was. So it's actually 11-10 in favor of COC now. So side out for Bakersfield here. That's what I thought. It looked like it hit the antenna. So the official's now going to make an adjustment in the book. And there's no argument from Clay Timmons, who is the coach standing up for COC. Clay Timmons and Lisa Hooper, the co-head coaches for the Cougars. Clay actually his 100th win the other night on Wednesday. Lisa approaching 300 career wins as the head coach. She's at 282. COC will go back to work with an 11-10 lead, and just an awkward set, an awkward swing for Botello that time. So we're even all at 11 now. Nunez off the block. Rodriguez inside Rivera, and she'll get the kill that time. A little awkward for Rivera, but it works. And Celia last year, one of the middle blockers for the Cougars, returning in her sophomore season, and has picked up kind of where she left off, has had some help from Allie Gradell, and kind of been surpassed by Gradell, which has put Gradell in that top spot. Another stuff block from Kaylin White that time off the near side. Bakersfield going strong side to Tia Jules, and White right there to stuff it. It was actually Aubrey Dees, excuse me. Dees listed as a setter, but playing as an outside hitter a little bit here today. Now she'll go on the opposite side, and another stuff block for the Cougars. Back-to-back blocks for COC. A back-to-back side outs for Canyons, and a timeout called by Bakersfield. Couple of stuff blocks in a row. COC with a 14-11 lead will step aside here on the Cougar Sports Network. 14-11 College of the Canyons. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Welcome back into College of the Canyons as we go back to work here in the first set. COC with a 14-11 lead as Nunez back to serve for the Cougars. Will play it in. Bakersfield coming near side to Alexandra Johnson, and the Cougars able to dig it out. White then off the near side. Bad mishandle by Bakersfield, and the Cougars will get another point off of it. As White had to kind of fall backwards on the swing, and the Renegades just couldn't handle it and couldn't keep it inside the antenna. Bakersfield going to go inside quick that time, and it works out as Jules with the kill. So 15-12 in the first set here. COC out in front. Good serve that time by Aubrey Dees, her 12th service ace of the season. Dees, one of the leaders in aces on the Bakersfield side. Cougars just not quite ready for it. She sends that short serve again. Swaven that time able to keep it up, but White with a little running swing had it stuffed right back, and the Renegades get a stuff block, and we're back within one. 15-14 in favor of College of the Canyons. First set action if you're just joining us from the Cougar Cage. White on the 10-foot line. Didn't get a powerful swing on it. Cougars, though, get some help from Bakersfield's offense, but then Bakersfield gets a dig kill off Aubrey Dees that time. White with a huge swing, and you take another look, and Clay Timmons, I believe, going to call a timeout. Dees just kind of put her hands up to protect herself, but she gets the kill, and Bakersfield is evened the match at 15-all. We'll stay right here with it, though. Folks, be sure to make your plans to be a part of the 2022 COC Homecoming celebration. Thursday, October 13th, under the lights here at Cougar Stadium. Bring the entire family to enjoy the fun, food, music, giveaways, and pregame and halftime contests during the Cougars SCFA Northern Division home opener against the Bakersfield College Renegades. Pregame festivities starting at 5 p.m. Kickoff at 7 p.m. Should be a good time. Make sure you join us for that one. Homecoming here at College of the Canyons on Thursday, October 13th against Bakersfield. Should be a pretty good matchup, a rivalry matchup, an old school rivalry in the SCFA. As the Cougars and the Renegades do battle, as they do battle here today on the hardwood for volleyball. As we go back to work, 15-all, Bakersfield and College of the Canyons. As it'll be Aubrey Dees back to serve after that dig kill a couple of moments ago. Cougars won't get an attack, and they won't get it over. Botello having to leap backwards. It's going to be 4 touches on the Cougars, and it starts with that good serve from Dees. Bakersfield back out in front at 16-15. Dees again will float it in. Bodie with the kill, but then a swing error by Revere that time. She just kind of whiffed on it. So Bakersfield back-to-back side outs, and they have a 2-point advantage here in the first set. They'll set White. White tools it off the outside of the arm of Tori Robinson that time, and down onto the Bakersfield side. A much-needed side out for the Cougars after 5 straight points for Bakersfield. White starting to refine her rhythm. Missed 3 games during the middle section of the year, but has started to come back alive, and that has been helpful. Bakersfield, a little miscommunication, a little sloppy that time from the Renegades, and the Cougars get a cheat point that time, and we're even at 17-all now. So we go Botello back to serve once again. Botello started to find a little bit Bakersfield out of rotation, so the Cougars will get another point. And it's actually a replay of the point, as Bakersfield was not out of rotation. So Botello will play it in. Bakersfield going inside to Jules, and she drives it to the back corner for a kill. Renegades back in front, 18-17 now. D's operating as the setter now for COC. Serve off the tape. Cougars go white off the weak side, into the roof and down. Bakersfield will just get it over. The Cougars will go back to work. They'll set far side to Vargas. Her soft touch doesn't fall. Marion tried to go soft touch but didn't get it over the tape. And COC will get a point back. So we're even at 18 all. 4 touches on Bakersfield that time. Marion tried to go power tip and power tipped it right into the tape. Swaven back to serve for COC. Swaven, who was a tough serve last year, only 9 aces on the year this year. And another swing into the net for Marion. That time just kind of didn't get a good look at it. Had to slow up her jump due to a set that was a little bit behind her. And the Cougars with back-to-back points lead 19-18. Swaven plays it in. Low handle. Marion, soft touch. Riddell with the dig. White with the weak side swing. Goes cross court and misses long. Had to try and get it around the block that time as the double was there for Bakersfield. Even if it was a little bit off the net, late was Marion, but was over quick enough to make it tough on White as she was well off the net on the swing. Bump set for White this time. Just a little soft touch. Nice off speed from White that time as it falls down to the floor. And the Cougars back out in front at 20-19. Good bump set from Nunez. Nunez has been very good as the setter for COC this year. 284 assists coming into the match today. Has done a solid job in her first campaign with COC. As the Cougars get a stuff block at the net by Ali Gradell. Nunez was there to help out. So an assisted block that time for Nunez and Gradell. Gradell with 25 blocks coming into the match. And the Cougars have found a little bit of a block party here today with White already a couple of blocks. Serve long that time by Rodriguez. Good vision by Bakersfield. Back to a 1-point lead for COC at 21-20. Nunez pressed into service as the outside hitter. Cougars will get a point though. Nunez's swing was blocked, and then Gradell right at the net just drives it right back. You can take a look here. Bakersfield, a good job on the block initially, but then Gradell just straight up skies and knocks it down. And Ali Gradell at 6'1", the sophomore out of Valencia High School, gets another kill, and Bakersfield takes another timeout. Well, are you hungry? Tired of eating at home? Run out to your nearest Jersey Mike's. Try the classic number 7 turkey and provolone. It's my favorite sub. They've got a number of other great classics. The number 13, original Italian. I believe the number 8, the Club Supreme. Another good one. I think it's the Club Supreme. Might be just the Club sub. All very good. Jersey Mike's, one of our great sponsors here. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Don't forget as well, coming up here tomorrow, great performance, the Doo-Wop Project, which features stars from the Broadway hits Jersey Boys, Motown the Musical, and A Bronx Tale. With its unparalleled authenticity of sound and vocal excellence, the Doo-Wop Project recreates and in some cases entirely reimagines the greatest music in American pop and rock history. You can catch them tomorrow, Saturday, October 1st, 9 p.m. For tickets or to see the full pack schedule, head to pack.canyons.edu/shows now. There are still tickets available. Get them now. It should be a good performance. We go back to work. COC with a 22-20 lead over Bakersfield. Renegades try and go near side to D's, but she doesn't get it over the tape. And the Cougars with a 3-point advantage here in the first set. Bodie in. Bakersfield goes Marion. Had to go off speed as the set kind of crossed her up. Cougars go Botello, dugout. Nunez tries to put it back and does, and the Cougars have set point. Good initial dig by Bakersfield. It was just an overpass, and Nunez makes sure to drive it down. So Bodie serving for the set for COC. Overpass at the net. Gradell drives it down, but a great dig by Jones. Bakersfield keeps it alive for the moment. Cougars go inside. Gradell has it, and the Cougars take the first set. 25-20. Ali Gradell finishes it off for COC. We'll step aside as we head to the break. Cougars with a 1-0 lead here from College of the Canyons.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments, time with friends, lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Welcome back into College of the Canyons as we get ready for second set action between COC and Bakersfield here on Friday at the Cougar Cage. Cougars with a 1-0 lead. Last time these two teams played back in 2021 on October 22nd. Bakersfield was ranked 6th at the time. The Cougars ranked 25th at the time. Canyons had Damani Harvey and Jackie Ybarra lead the team with 15 kills. Cougars had 13 aces, but Bakersfield took a 3-1 victory over the Cougars as Tia Jules had 15 kills. Cami Marion added 11, and the Renegades hit 31.7% on the night. So the Cougars trying to find their first win in the last 8 matches against Bakersfield. As their last win way back in 2017. Trying to find a win here today and improve to 2-0 on the conference season as we go back to work. Cougars will get the first swing here, and they'll have an error on the first swing as White goes into the net. Cougars tried for the Bic that time and just did not work. So Bakersfield with a 1-point lead here in the set. That time the back row attack works for White as she goes cross corner into the near side of the floor and gets it to fall. So an error and a good swing, and we're even at 1-all. Nunez back to serve for COC. Will float, and she's got a service ace. Nunez, 21 aces on the season coming in, leading the team in service aces. Has another one there. The Cougars have an early 2-1 lead here. That one goes long. Good vision that time by the Bakersfield Renegades as they let it go. And we're even at 2-all. Dees plays it in. Cougars go inside to Rivera, who tried for the soft touch. Bakersfield tries soft touch back, and they're going to get it on the other side as Johnson gets it down. The Cougars just couldn't handle it. And Bakersfield will get a substitution in. Look at the numbers for both teams this year. It's been kind of interesting. The Cougars in the top 25 in 3 attack categories so far this year. Their attack percentage 12th best in the state at 23.1%. Bakersfield on the other side, 13th best, 22.5%. Both kind of struggling a little bit at times here today. Is that a swing error from the Cougars? And Bakersfield with a 4-2 lead. But when you look at the kills, Cougars 543 so far on the year. That's 15th best. Bakersfield just 394. Service ace from the back line that time for Dees. And Bakersfield has stretched the lead to 3 here in the second set at 5-2. That was just a ball handling error that time from Botello. Cougars go inside that time to Rivera, and she gets it to fall. So ends a little run for Bakersfield. You look at aces this year, both teams pretty even. 117 for the Cougars, 103 for Bakersfield, both in the top 30 of the state as Botello plays it in. Tough handle from Jones, causes an overpass. Bakersfield just has to play it over on a free. White goes off the tape and out. Tried to go down the line and just had a little bit too much downward edge on it. Hit it off the top of the tape and lands out of play. So 6-3 Bakersfield in front. Johnson a jump serve. Cougars will set Vargas near side. Stuff block for Bakersfield as Tia Jules that time pushes it right back. The Cougars going to make a substitution here. We'll see Abby Sherman into the game for the first time in the back row. Cougars trying to organize themselves back together. Bakersfield a 4-point advantage here in the second set. They serve Sherman right away and an overpass right away. Robertson can't capitalize for Bakersfield though. She tried to go cross court into the far corner and missed it long. So the Cougars get a much needed side out. And Slavin back to serve. Slavin, good shallow serve on a little bit of an overturn. Marion just has to get it over. Cougars go White high off the block, dug out. Bakersfield able to keep it alive. Cougars will try and set up something this time. White just soft touch as she mistimed the jump. Marion goes off speed. Vargas falling backward to the back corner. Jones digs it out, but couldn't keep it anywhere for a teammate to play it. It actually landed in the Bakersfield bench. And Vargas will get credit for a kill on a little bit of an awkward swing and gets the Cougars back within 2. Serve long that time by Sherman. So a 3-point advantage for Bakersfield at 8-5. Jules back to serve for the Renegades here. Cougars go inside Gradell, no touch, didn't get credit for it that time, and just had too much pace on it. So the Cougars a little out of rhythm here in the second set. Little delay, somebody in the crowd with some flash photography, so we had to stop things up. We go back to work now, though. Nunez inside Gradell, that time high off the block and out of play. Good job from Gradell. Good set from Nunez to go right back to her after the swing error and try and get her back into rhythm. The Cougars back within 3. Cougars subbing a little prematurely now. They'll get Rodriguez in to serve as White comes off the floor. Nunez will be pressed to the outside as an outside hitter. Vargas will work off the opposite side as Rodriguez back to serve for COC. And now we're checking substitutions at the table here, I believe. And now we'll go back to work. So Rodriguez in to serve. Renegades will set Marion, dug out by Rodriguez, a great diving dig. Cougars just had to play it over on a free ball. Rodriguez another dig, Slavin keeps it up and Rodriguez plays it over again. Bakersfield will try and set up an attack. Marion this time high off the block. Sherman keeps it up. Nunez with a good cross-court swing. The Renegades couldn't handle it as Dees couldn't keep it off the floor. The Cougars back within 2. So Nunez off the opposite side, on the weak side, gets the kill. Rodriguez back to work on serve. Off the tape. Bakersfield setting Marion. Into the block and down. The Cougars get the block that time. Nunez and Gradell there for it. Bakersfield kind of just waiting, nobody really pressing up, thinking maybe it'll fall back to the other side. And the Cougars back within 1, still working on the Grace Rodriguez serve. Marion, that time gonna get the kill. Gradell just kind of flashed a hand out to keep it off the floor and didn't do anything to get it into a good passing situation. Might have been better off letting this one go, as I think Slavin might have been able to get to it. Instead, it's a side out for Bakersfield at 10-8 as we wait on Allie Gradell to tie up her shoes. Vargas first pass. Nunez cross court, got it. Jones did all she could to try and keep it off the floor and could not. So 10-9 in favor of Bakersfield here in the second set. Cougars with a 1-0 lead, took the first set 25-20. Into serve is Rhiannon Bodie as Abby Sherman comes out. Cougars get Botello back in as well. Marion off the weak side. Good dig by Bodie. Power tip no good for Botello. Goes on 2. Kept up. Marion goes strong. Misses long. No touch. So we're even at 10-all now. Cougars have climbed back in it, trailed by as much as 4 here in the first set. Bodie, little float serve. Renegades go strong side to Dees that time, and she gets the kill. Aubrey Dees, who only had 33 kills coming into the match, has been active here today. Bakersfield back out in front with an 11-10 lead. Marion service long. Looked good to me, but the official, the flag official on the near side of the floor says no. We'll see if we can take a look. It's hard to see from that angle as well. Cougars will take it as they get it back to 11-all. Good swing that time by Johnson. It's been quiet so far today, and she certainly skied up that time. Good set by Panther to get Johnson well up into the air, and Bakersfield back in front with a 1-point lead at 12-11. Jones with the serve. Rodriguez inside. Rivera stuffed right back by Bakersfield, as Jules and Johnson were both up for at that time. Bakersfield with a 2-point advantage, 13-11. Jones, good serve again. Cougars will set Nunez. Nunez didn't get it over the tape. So the Cougar offense back out of rhythm. The Renegades back with a 3-point advantage at 14-11. Johnson that time service wide. Cougars let it go. So side out for COC, and Jordan Nunez back to serve for the Cougars here. Nunez, as we said, leading the team in service aces this year, leading the team in digs as well, with 68 coming into the match. Cougars have kind of been a spread dig team this year, as they have a lot of different liberos and defensive specialists that sub in. And really nobody other than Abby Sherman, leading the team in digs with 108. But nobody else above 70 coming into the match. So give Abby Sherman her credit. She's been the leading dig getter for COC. Been the best on the defensive side. Then you look, Vargas with 67, Nunez with 68, and they're the only two above 60 on the year. Little awkward swing for Johnson that time, and she gets the kill. Cougars just kind of didn't move their feet. Johnson kind of half whiffed it. No, actually, I was looking down. That was actually well played by Johnson that time. Tough set for Nunez at the net. White, soft touch. Good dig, rolls across the net. It's going to be 4 touches against Bakersfield. That's just bad luck for Bakersfield that time. Dees kept it off the floor. Then Jones had to dive, and again, it just rolled into the net and rolled right back off. So the Cougars back within 1, trailing 15-14 here in the second set. Ariana Vargas back in, Abby Sherman back on the floor as well. Patello comes off. The Cougars have White, Rivera, and Vargas up front with Nunez, Swavin, and Sherman on the back row. Sherman serves Marion. Cougars get a stuff block. It goes right back off of Tori Robertson. The double there. White again. And actually, that's really a solo from Kaylin White. That's her 3rd solo of the match. And we're even at 15-all. Sherman in again. Jones will handle this time. They wanted to set Jules on the inside, but she just had to play it over. Now White gonna get the kill. And the Cougars get the point and have the lead at 16-15. So White, a stuff block, follows suit with a kill. The touch given at the net. Sherman gonna move sides of the floor and serve now from the far side. She'll serve it right at Johnson. They go inside to Jules. Didn't get a good swing. White goes soft touch, and she'll get the point. The block kind of falling down, couldn't keep it off the floor. And White with back-to-back kills. 3 straight points for COC. And Bakersfield gonna take a timeout. The Cougars with a 17-15 lead. We'll take the break as well here on the Cougar Sports Network.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, He beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
Welcome back into College of the Canyons. We go back to work here in the second set. 17-15, Cougars out in front. Bakersfield trying to go on two. Cougars scout it well. They'll go White, cross court, overpass to the net, pushed back by Vargas. Bakersfield will play it over. Good dig by Sherman after it went high off the block. Vargas into the block. Sherman there to help. Cougars will set White, tried to cut it across the net and put it into the net instead. So Bakersfield gets the side out. Good rally back and forward, though, from both sides. Some good defense. And it finishes off on an error. 17-16, Canyons in front. Leading 1-0. Overpass from Abby Sherman off the serve. Bakersfield gonna go Jules on the inside. And she'll get it by Sherman for the kill. And we're even at 18 all. So we'll go back with the Alexandra Johnson serve. Nunez inside Rivera. Johnson a dig. Marion free ball over. Nunez inside Rivera again, and that time she scores it. Bakersfield not able to clean it up. It was off the net and back down after the dig initially by Dees off the near side of the floor. 18-17, Canyons in front. We are here in the second set from the Cougar Cage. Swaven into serve. Johnson handles. They set Marion off the block, and the Cougars can't keep it off the floor. Good attempt from COC. Had the double there. Just didn't press along the net enough. And you had the right two people doubling in Gradell and White. They just didn't press at the net enough. And Marion able to get the kill and even us at 18 all. Nunez will set Vargas. No touch. Vargas kind of falling away at the last moment. So Bakersfield back out in front. We trade points here in the second set. 19-18 Bakersfield. Jules plays it in. Swaven handles. Cougars will set White. Off speed scores. Good job from Kaylin White that time. Reading the defense well. White has found her stroke here a little bit. Credit Nunez with a good set to put her in the position to read the play. Rodriguez service off the tape. Bakersfield inside, trying to go to Knapp. Marion now off a deep bump set, not gonna get a touch, and the Cougars will get a point. So Canyons back out in front, 20-19. It's a deep bump set. Rodriguez serves Johnson. Inside Knapp, and she's able to stuff it home. Good, that was a really good handle by Johnson that time. You can see kind of in the replay, deadens her hands. The ball kind of caught up on her high, but she's able to deaden it enough to put it in a position that Bakersfield could handle it. And then back on the other side, Allie Gradell with another kill for COC. That's a really tough set from Rodriguez that time, and Gradell makes it count. Cougars in the lead 21-20. Bodie back in to serve for College of the Canyons. Johnson handles. Marion off the solo and down. It's a tough block for anybody solo. Brianna Botello, not known for her blocking skills, has to go up by herself on the opposite side against Marion, and Marion makes it count. We talked about Marion and Johnson. They get the bulk of the attacks for Bakersfield. And you can see why. Both very skilled at the net. Cougars just will get this one over. Marion had the handle, but it bounced up off the basketball rim and came back down, and the Cougars get a lucky break that time, as Botello was kind of just trying to keep it in play. So Gradell back to serve, 22-21 Canyons. Good short serve by Gradell, joust at the net. Kept up by Bakersfield, little nonchalant overpass. Rivera couldn't get it down though. Bakersfield to just play it over. Rodriguez will set Botello, stuff block. D's at the net that time. Even at 22. Cougars had their opportunities, just couldn't get it down. It was just a tough set. And Botello was a little bit too tight to the net, had to fall off it on the swing. Clay Timmons gonna go ask here. The official's now gonna talk about something. I'm not sure what they saw on the play. Fortunately, our replay doesn't go back far enough to look at whatever they're looking at. Maybe it had something to do with the joust at the net. And they're going to give the point to COC, as it was 4 touches on Bakersfield. So I think they said the 4 touches came off the play at the net where Rivera and Panther both went up for it. I guess Panther maybe touched it twice. I don't know. They called 4 touches. I don't know where the 4 touches came, but it gives the point to COC. And now they have a 23-21 lead. It's a weird point. I don't really know where. And Bakersfield going to take a timeout here at 23-21, and rightfully so here, trying to clean things up, make sure that they can get themselves back into it, trying to avoid going down 2-0. For up-to-date records and information about College of the Canyons volleyball and all 17 Cougars athletics teams, including schedules, rosters, stats, game photos, and live stream links, go to the COC Athletics homepage at cocathletics.com. Make sure you follow COC Women's Volleyball on Instagram and Twitter as well. Become a fan of the women's volleyball team by going to COC Women's VB on Instagram and being on all the excitement of the 2021 season. You can follow COC Athletics on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook as well. It's where you get all the best information on the Cougars athletics programs. It's 23-21 in favor of College of the Canyons here in the second set, already leading 1-0. Renegades beat the Cougars back out on the floor here. It'll be Gradell back to serve for COC as we go back to work. Serves Johnson, over pass, Rivera drives it down. And the Cougars now a point away from a 2-0 lead, serving for it here with Allie Gradell. Gradell will float it at Johnson. They set D's. Cougars keep it up. Rivera, though, I think would have been better off just trying to pop it back into play for COC, instead trying to pop it over the net. Good news is the Cougars with a 2-point lead right now have an attack for the second set. Trying to make it 2-0. Jones back to serve for Bakersfield. Bodie handles. Rodriguez inside. Rivera soft touch. Jules couldn't get it down. Off the other side for Bakersfield. Now Nunez trying to win it. No. The Renegades go on two. Good dig by Botello. Now Jules, and she drives it past Flavin. And the Renegades back within one, so the Cougars call a timeout. Clay Timmons wants to talk about it, as the Cougars don't want to let this second set slip away. Remember, make sure you join us October 13th, Thursday. Cougar Stadium, under the lights. Bakersfield, College of the Canyons. Homecoming game for COC. Festivities start at 5 p.m. Lots of stuff going on that Thursday night, our traditional Thursday night game here at College of the Canyons. Cougars usually get one every year. This year we get to host. Lots going on, food, music, giveaways, pregame activities, halftime contests, lots of fun. Make sure you bring the entire family and join us for homecoming, a CFA Northern Division opener against Bakersfield. 5 p.m. start to the festivities, 7 p.m. kickoff. We'll have a student section. Should be a good time. Make sure you join us for that one as we get ready to go back to work. COC leading 24-23, trying to close out the second set. Jones will play it in. Bodie, good first handle. They set Botello high off the block, kept off the floor. Bakersfield inside, Jules just had it backhanded over. Cougars set Botello again, high off the block again. Renegades this time will set Johnson off the block. Diving dig from Bodie. Nunez falling back. Dug out by Marion. Marion will just play it over. Good rally back and forward. Nunez into the block and kept up. Now Botello, soft touch, no. Bakersfield on two. Long rally, Cougars go. Bodie attacks. Johnson, power tip. Bodie diving dig attempt, couldn't get it. And it will extend here in the second set as we're even at 24 all. Good work from both sides. Bakersfield just finishes it out. Botello, little roll that time, didn't fall. Johnson into the net, 4 touches, no touch on COC. Cougars will serve for the second set here. Look at Kaylin White back out, Jordan Nunez back to serve. So Wright, Rivera, and Botello on the front line. Nunez, short serve, overpass. Cougars, Rivera inside, dug out. Johnson, mishandle from Bodie that time. Bodie knew it too right away. You can see the look on her face. Just body language said it all. Tori Robertson back in for Bakersfield. Aubrey Dees back to serve for the Renegades. Extended second set here, 25 all. Got to win by 2. Swaven, first handle. Tough one-handed set by Nunez. Botello on an overpass, had a chance to drive it down and missed. Bakersfield now serving for the second set. Cougars have this second set in hand, and they're going to take a timeout here. We'll take the timeout as well. Continued second set action when we come back here on the Cougar Sports Network. COC trailing 26-25, leading 1 set to none.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Bakersfield in front 26-25 as we continue on here in the second set. Renegades trying to close out the second set, even the match at 1 set apiece. Cougars will go on the attack. They'll set Kaylin White. Kept up by the Renegades, a chance to win the set. Johnson dug out by Swayven. White falling backward, soft touch, played over. White now off the bump set from Revere, kept up. Botello, as the Cougars try and switch sides, doesn't get a good swing. Johnson, soft touch into the net, and we continue on. Another really good rally back and forward. So we go 26 all here. Sherman trying to turn it around for COC. Got a rally for 2 in a row. Sherman serve long, it's in. Service ace for Abby Sherman. Renegades thought it was long. Now the down official going to come talk to the chair umpire. And now they're going to give the point to Bakersfield. Now Jordan Nunez is going to go talk to the official. And I think Clay Timmons' argument is you have to go with the line judge. It was the down official that overruled him. So it's instead 27-26 Bakersfield, just when COC thought they got themselves out in front. Now Bakersfield has the lead. They have a chance to try and close it out. Cougars set White, power tip, no. Renegades set inside Jules, dug out Swayven. Nunez sets Vargas high off the block. Cougars just trying to get organized. Swayven plays it in. Overpass at the net. Jules just has to play it in. White high off the block. Jones keeps it up as we rally back and forward. Marion into the block at the net. Marion again. Didn't get it around the antenna, so the Cougars will get the point back. And we're even at 27 all. A long second set here. Here's Swayven going to work. Service error. Hit it off the outside of her hand. Looked like she tried to change up where she wanted to go. Right at the last second, you can see Bakersfield read it well. So the Renegades now serving for the second set. Jules back to serve. Floats it deep, Swayven handles. Nunez, Gradell blocked. Somebody needs to get there. Vargas keeps it up. Gradell goes high off the block. Bakersfield gonna go Marion. Marion, little roll shot kept up. Nunez sets White. White, touch. Cougars get the point. Block was there, and White just got it enough off the block to get it down. And now the Cougars trying to turn the tide of the set here. Is Kaylin White actually gonna go back to serve? White. Jump float, service ace. Good serve from Kaylin White that time. Little jump float finds it. White with just her third service ace of the season. Bakersfield gonna sub in as Panther comes back on the floor to take over for Robertson. And White now serving for the second set. The time goes with a little more oomph on it. Renegades set back row. Johnson blocked. Doug. Vargas swing. Net violation on Bakersfield, and the Cougars get the point and get the set. 30-28. The second set goes to COC. They get a 2-0 lead. And we'll head to the third set here on the Cougar Sports Network when we come back. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do, and the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
Getting ready for third set action here from College of the Canyons, Bakersfield, and COC. Cougars with a 2-0 lead. Took that second set in exciting fashion, 30-28. It was a really good second set, folks. If you missed it, go back and watch it here on the live stream as you can go back on the replay. But it was really good. Back and forward action they went. Neither team really could gain an edge till the end. And the Cougars came out on top with a 30-28 victory. Got a net touch on Bakersfield at the end to get them the final point of that second set. Now have a chance to try and close it out in straight sets. The Cougars haven't lost a set in their last two matches. They've won 8 straight now when you look back. After losing straight sets to Moore Park on the road on the 21st, went sweep against L.A. Pierce and Citrus. And now have 2-0 lead over Bakersfield here. For the Renegades, hoping to avoid back-to-back losses for what would be the second time this year, I believe. So the Renegades now 4-6 on the year. We talked about Bakersfield already. They've already matched the same number of losses back in 2019, where they went 19-6 that season. They were a really good team back in 2017, and they lost 6 games. And this would be the most losses in a long time for Bakersfield. Renegades 15-11 against the Cougars since 2009, 9-2 since 2016 against COC. So trying to avoid what would be their first loss in 8 matches against the Cougars. As they will start on the attack here in the second set. Johnson off the block, the Cougars dig it out. They'll set White high off the block. Dug out by Bakersfield. Renegades go Johnson with the soft touch. Cougars go inside Rivera, stuffed back. Rally again as we continue to work. Good diving dig by Jones, but they said it got hardwood, and the Cougars will get the point. I thought Jones kept it up. Boy, what an effort by Kaya Jones that time on the soft touch. And they said it got got hardwood, so the Cougars get the first point, and they go back to work serving. Nunez in. Good power tip that time by Alexandra Johnson. Right off the outside arm of the double on the near side. As Rivera and White were both there, and neither could do anything with it. Serve in by Dees. Rivera off the inside attack, no. Now Johnson off the block again. Botello was late that time. We actually don't want that on the screen. Hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, I am a one-man show, so sometimes your fingers get on the wrong keys. Bakersfield, a 3-1 lead, is an error that time by Botello. So we go back to work. Nunez will set White, cross-court finish. That time for Kaylin White. Looked pretty good. Good long set by Nunez that time. As White went high over the block, cross-court to the back corner on the near side. And the Cougars back within one. 3-2 Bakersfield here in the third set. Cougars with a 2-0 lead. Sherman into serve. Tough handle for Bakersfield. Marion just has to roll it over the net. Cougars will set White on the weak side. Didn't get it over the tape. Cougars have not had much luck on the opposite side attacks here today. We've seen Botello struggle. We've seen White struggle a little bit. A little bit of a run into it for White, and she just didn't get it over the net. Johnson serving, Sherman handles. Vargas had to change directions and puts it into the tape. Nunez didn't get that one close enough to the net and far enough along to allow Vargas to jump into it. And so Bakersfield has stretched the lead to 3. Cougars looking for a side out. They set White, soft touch, falls. Jones was there, and I think she just kind of whiffed it that time. So you can take a look here, and you could see her kind of expression on her face, or at least I could. Might be tough for you to see on the camera, but I can see. It's kind of like, oh man, kind of just whiffed that one. Swaven into serve. Bakersfield goes to Jules on the inside. Swaven digs it out. Cougars go inside to Gradell, who's been quiet. Dug out. Now they go White on the opposite side. Tools it off the block and out of play. The Cougars back within one. Kaylin White with another kill. Stay with the Swaven serve here. Panther subs out. Bakersfield, no touch that time, and the Cougars get the point. Swaven back to work on the serve. Marion off the block, Cougars keep it up. Inside Gradell, dug out by Johnson. Johnson will play it over from deep on the floor. Cougars will get another look. White off the opposite side goes cross court, kept up by Dees. Marion off the block, diving dig from Nunez, joust at the net. Either team able to push it down. White goes cross court and misses. Was trying to cut it again and just didn't have the depth. Good dig that time by Bakersfield on what looked like a ball that was going to fall to the floor. Everybody scrambles here. Cougars get back to work in an offensive set, and Vargas gets a kill. Good swing from Ariana Vargas that time. Good setup by COC. Six all here in the third set. Rodriguez into serve. Bakersfield, no touch that time. Swing error from the Renegades, trying to go down the near side. Just a straight attack error. Cougars give the point right back, though, as Rodriguez puts it right back into the net. So 7-all here in the third set. Cougars with the 2-0 lead. Panther back to serve for Bakersfield. Manette Panther out of Frontier High School. Her freshman campaign has been the lead setter. Bad set from Rodriguez that time. Didn't keep it short enough, and Gradell was already falling out of the air and couldn't poke it over the net. 8-7 Bakersfield. They're out in front now, trying to keep the match alive. Need to win the set to keep us playing. Nunez, soft touch. That time it falls. Diving dig attempt by Panther didn't work. Brandon Bodie in to serve for COC. Cross-court swing from Marion that time doesn't find the hardwood in play. Swing error from Marion. It's a tough set. It was really tight to the net anyway. So the Cougars back out in front at 9-8 as we stay on the Bodie serve. Stuff blocked by COC. 4 touches on Bakersfield. Cougars had the double there. And it was Jordan Nunez that time that pretty much got what would have scored as a single had it not been for a little extra help from Allie Gradell there, as in the Cougars play it out of play on the serve. So 10-9 in favor of COC. Bakersfield back at the service line. Cami Marion, the sophomore, will serve it in. Botello kind of running back in, just has to roll it over. Johnson down the line, touch not given. And the Cougars get the point. Botello off the block and down. Gradell serving, good serve. And Bakersfield 4 touches that time. Sorry, we'll give you the full replay. We just kind of missed pressing the button back. You can see here. Good serve and a timeout called by Bakersfield. The Cougars a 13-9 lead. We'll step aside here in this third set. Cougars trying to close it out. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Welcome back into the Cougar Cage. COC with a 13-9 lead here in the third set. Bakersfield, though, gets a good swing off the near side that time by Dees. And get the side out. Cougars leading by 3. Actually, it was Alexandra Johnson. 13-10 COC. 2 sets to none lead for the Cougars. It's Jones back to serve. Bodell a tough handle, but the Cougars able to clean it up, and Botello gets the kill. Kind of a weird handle initially from Bodie. Give the Cougars credit as they were ready for the play. Good delay here as some water on the floor on Bakersfield's side. I think just sweat after that last dig attempt from the Renegades. Just want to make sure everything's cleaned up and nobody's going to slip. Don't want to see any injuries as we'll go back to work. Jordan Nunez back to serve. 14-10, Cougars leading here in the third set. Nunez will float it in. Johnson on handle. Inside. Stuff blocked for the Cougars. Rivera and Botello there. I'm not quite sure if it actually got over as they went inside to Tia Jules. But either way, the Cougars will get the point. Now a 5-point lead here in the third set. Floated in. Dees that time dug out. Nunez inside. Rivera kept off the floor. Johnson soft touch. Good dig by Botello. White from the opposite side. Cross court to the back corner. Scores it. Good swing from Kaylin White. After some good defense by the Cougars. White with another kill, and she's been the top performer in the match for COC. 16-10 in favor of College of the Canyons. Jules. Power tip that Swaven scouts. Double going to be called against Nunez. She knew it right away, too. So the Cougars back with a 5-point advantage at 16-11. So here goes Aubrey Dees. Swaven first handle. Inside Rivera. Dees couldn't handle it. The Cougars back with a 6-point advantage. Sub went too fast for COC, and now they'll sub in here. So both sides were subbing. Sherman in for COC. Tori Robertson in for Bakersfield to take over from a Panther. Sherman serves it to Johnson. First handle. Jules had to awkwardly press it over. Cougars go to Vargas. Popped back over to the COC side. Now they'll set White off the block, dug out. Jones with the first touch. Johnson over. Nunez handles. Bump set from Swaven. White high off the block. Good dig by Marion. Johnson cross court. Dug out by Sherman. Johnson again. Power tip. Nunez with the dig, but didn't play it into a spot where the Cougars could get to it. And the Renegades get the point. So Johnson will get credit that time. Side out Bakersfield, 17-12. Swaven first handle. Sherman a deep bump set. Vargas gets a swing, doesn't get a touch. Sent it long. Back-to-back points for the Renegades. Johnson overpass from Sherman. Renegades mishandle. White punts it back down. Kind of a sloppy point, but the Cougars will take it any way they can get it. Closing in on trying to close this match out. Swaven back to serve, 18-13 COC. Jules handles the first. Robertson didn't get a good look at it, but touched it down softly enough into a empty spot on the floor. Cougars with a 4-point advantage. It's Tia Jules back to serve, the sophomore out of Monache High School in Porterville, California. Vargas handles inside, Gradell off the block. Now they'll go White on the weak side, off the block and out. Boy, Kaylin White has had it working in this third set. She's had it working since about the midway point of the second set. They'll bring her off the floor for Grace Rodriguez here. White off the opposite side. She's listed as an outside first, but has really been pressed in as an opposite for most of the year and has found a home and has played really well. So here's Rodriguez into play. Bakersfield goes inside. Cougars keep it up. Vargas tried to go deep, no touch. Cougars were asking for a touch. They thought they got one. You're not going to be able to see it here on the replay. Both Coach Hooper and Coach Timmons were asking for it and didn't get it. So it'll stay 19-15 COC. 4-point advantage, Cougars needing a side out. Nunez into the block. Side with a couple of overpasses. Bakersfield soft touch. Cougars will get a chance to work. Illegal set from Swavin that time as she jumps on the set. And she's the libero. She can't leave her feet. So 3-point advantage for COC. Overpass Swavin to the net. Gradell no touch. And Bakersfield rolling here, and Clay Timmons going to call a timeout. Good timeout from Coach Timmons. Cougars want to talk about it. Remember, tomorrow, October 1st, 9 p.m., tickets still on sale for the Doo-Wop Project, featuring stars from Broadway hits like Jersey Boys, Motown the Musical, and A Bronx Tale, with its unparalleled authenticity of sound and vocal excellence. The Doo-Wop Project recreates and in some cases entirely reimagines the greatest music in American pop and rock history. Don't miss your chance to see this amazing performance at the Santa Clarita Performing Arts Center tomorrow night at 9 p.m. For tickets or to see the full pack schedule, head to pack.canyons.edu/shows. Now, and it's a really good schedule. We had a sold-out show a couple of weeks ago for Weird Al. We've got Naturally 7 coming in. Revisiting Creedence coming in as well. That should be a really fun show if you like Creedence Clearwater Revival. That'll be a fun show. Stunt Dog Experience going to show. That's always a fun one if you enjoy dog tricks and things like that. You should come check that one out. A few others on there as well. Lisa Loeb, John Cicetta, both Grammy Award winners coming into town as well. Those will be pretty good performances. As we go back to work here at the Cougar Cage, 19-17 COC here in the third set, leading 2-0. Trying to close this one out in straight sets. As Bakersfield will send Panther back to serve. She'll just float it in. Swavin will handle. Rodriguez will set Nunez, power tip. Bakersfield able to keep it up, but they didn't get it over the antenna, or inside the antenna, we should say. And the Cougars back with a 3-point advantage. Rhiannon Bodie into serve for COC. Good short float, or good dip down float serve, we should say. And it results in a service ace, 21-17. You can see that time Marion just didn't move her feet, tried to swing her hands out at it, and there wasn't much Bakersfield could do. Renegade's gonna take a timeout. We'll take one final one as well here on the Cougar Sports Network, or one final one in this set. 21-17 COC out in front here on the Cougar Sports Network.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
College of the Canyons leading Bakersfield 21-17 as we go back to work in the third set. Cougars trying to find a way to close this one in straight sets. Aubrey Dees gets the side out for Bakersfield out of the timeout. The Cougar lead back down to a slim 3. Marion back to serve. Swavin will handle first. Nunez will get the swing. Marion a tough handle from the back row. Bakersfield to just play it over. Rodriguez will set Botello. Had to fall back away from it. Johnson had to fall back away on the other side for Bakersfield. Now Nunez off the block, kept up by the Renegades. Now Johnson trying to get the touch and did. Touch called at the net. Bakersfield back-to-back points out of the timeout, back within 2. Marion back to serve, will float it in. Swavin better handle that time. Inside Gradell, who's been quiet. Kept off the floor. Johnson into the block. Lynette on 2. Lynette Panther on 2 that time, scores it. And Bakersfield back within 1. Cougars need to regather and refocus here. First time we've seen the dump play work for Bakersfield today. Cougars are vulnerable to it at times. We saw it against Ventura. Johnson, no touch given that time. Tried to go down the line, missed it long. So the Cougars back with a 2-point advantage. Gradell back to serve. Bell's been quiet at the net since the first set. Serve long that time, service error. And Gradell going to come back out after playing in the back row. (22-21) Canyons in front. Jones back serving. Nunez down the line, got it. Good swing from Jordan Nunez that time. And the Cougars back with a 2-point advantage. Good set from Grace Rodriguez. Nunez back to serve. White back onto the floor along with Rivera as Rodriguez comes out. Nunez will play it in. Short float, Marion handles. They set Johnson power tip. Nunez keeps it off the floor. Swavin that time a better set. Soft touch didn't work. Swavin a diving dig. White will play it over. Panther with a dig. Marion plays it over. Nunez inside Rivera at the net. Now White off a bump set. Soft touch, maybe a little bit of a power tip. Gets it to score. And the Cougars have match point. Jordan Nunez back to serve for it. 24-21 COC. And they can close this one out in straight sets potentially here. Match point. Good short serve. Panther. Dees at the net, touched back down, point for Bakersfield. Good vision that time by Johnson, but they gave the point to COC. An illegal touch by Johnson maybe at the net. We'll take a look, as I think they said it never got onto the Bakersfield side. The Cougars get the point, and they win it 25-21. Renegades staying out on the floor here. The referees have already come down, and I think that finishes off the match. The Cougars take it in straight sets. take the final set 25-21. A 3-set victory for COC. They've won 9 sets in a row. They push their winning streak to 3. They snap an 8-game losing streak against Bakersfield and improve to 2-0 in conference play. Good matchup for the Cougars, a tough matchup for Bakersfield, a really well-played match for both sides, though, really, when you think about it. The Cougars improved to 2-0 in conference play, get above 500 at 8-7. The Renegades fall to 4-7 and 0-2 in conference play. First time in a while Bakersfield's been 0-2 in conference play. That'll do it for us here on the Cougar Sports Network. We thank you for joining us. Make sure you join us next week for the full schedule. Check the YouTube page. We have 2 games next week, I believe. I believe we have volleyball on Wednesday, I want to say. It might be actually soccer on Wednesday. It might be volleyball on Tuesday. Yeah, soccer on Tuesday. Women's soccer against West LA in a conference matchup, and then volleyball back in action against Santa Monica here on Wednesday. You should join us for both of those. Have a good night, everybody. We thank you for joining us, as always, here on the Cougar Sports Network.